Doug, here to honor the memory, the legacy of the late, great Gene Hackman, who I deem to be a perfect actor. And Clint Eastwood actually said that about him after having worked with him on Undefeated, which Hackman got an Oscar, Best Supporting Actor. And he was always a marvelous actor, totally seamless, totally natural, from the very beginning. And the first thing I actually really saw him in was the French Connection 2. I'd seen the French Connection, but I was younger, I wasn't all into it. But I saw French Connection 2 late one night, like a Saturday night in the old days before streaming and even before HBO, I think, regular TV. And just that amazing transition that he does from the Popeye Doyle to his being drug addicted and what he goes through and the reality of it. And then thinking of that later on and my struggles with alcohol and to finally give it up left an enormous impression on me. As very few actors would do that because others would and have overdo it, ham it up, probably get an Oscar for it too. But that was not Hackman's style. It was just always wonderfully natural. And I appreciate all of his well-known movie parts. And that first round is Lex Luthor and Superman. It was hilarious, perfection. But another one that's not as well-known that I just loved was as General Sosabowski in A Bridge Too Far. And the voice of reason. And they're talking about, what went wrong. And he says something like, it doesn't matter what went wrong. All that matters is when men get together and decide to play the war game, everybody dies. And the sincerity, the naturalness of it. And one I really recommend any and everybody see is Bite the Bullet. Not that well-known of a Western, and not a violent one. It's very much a character study, and it's very much of nobility. It also features wonderful James Coburn, gorgeous Candice Bergen, marvelous Ben Johnson, and the young actor whose name I can't come up with. Beautiful film, but a race back in the old days, horse race. But he was marvelous. He was seamless. He had the good sense to retire at like 75, and he still lived 20 years, in writing and second career. I believe he was a very admirable man, and when you hear what fellow performers say of him, you get that. And rather remarkable career with unique and steady and marvelous work all the way through. So I honor the memory, the legacy of Gene Hackman.